moving ahead, viewers, according to Ukrainian officials, a Russian strike on residential buildings in Kharkiv injured 19 people, including a 6-month-old baby. Governor Oleg Sinarguvov reported that victims suffered blast injuries, cuts from broken glass, and abrasions. The attack comes a day after Russia accused Kyiv of striking a hotel and a cafe in the occupied south, killing 27 people. Ukraine says that a strike hit a military gathering, not civilians. President Volodymyr Zelensky had called this attack heinous, adding that preliminary reports show 2 missiles hit an ordinary residential area. Meanwhile, Ukrainian authorities are evacuating over 3,000 children and parents from 44 frontline settlements in Zaporizhia and Dmitry Petrovsk. Russian troops continue advancing. According to reports, more than 150,000 people have been moved from frontline areas since June. Moving ahead now, viewers, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on Israel to end a ban on humanitarian agencies that provided aid in Gaza and said that he was deeply concerned at the development. Stéphane Dujarric Guterres, the spokesperson, has said that Guterres calls for this measure to be reversed, stressing that international non-governmental organizations are indispensable to life-saving humanitarian work and that the suspension risks undermining the fragile progress made during the ceasefire. Meanwhile, Israel has suspended 37 foreign humanitarian organizations from accessing the Gaza Strip after they had refused to share lists of their Palestinian employees with government officials. However, the NGOs included in the ban have been ordered to cease their operations by March 1 in 2026. Now, joining me in this discussion is John Rossomando, President of Vikings Research Associates and geopolitical analyst. Thanks for staying on, John, with us. Of course, the UN has called for Israel to, reverse NGOs ban, but do you think it's going to have any effect as intended?
Oh, let's look at the NGOs. They are all connected with the Palestinian terrorist organizations. I mean, talk about Shawan Jabari. The guy's a front man and a member of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine terrorist organization. You know, look there. I mean, the United States has called for an end of the United Nations involvement, with direct support in Gaza, and for other bodies to take over the provision of aid. I think that we've seen that the United Nations is not a neutral partner in this, is a partisan on behalf of Hamas, the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, and other Palestinian terrorist organizations.
Yeah, and how do you see the fact that these NGOs had in fact not gotten them registered even when Israel had given a very long time for them to get registered, and then the ban came?
Well, I think that you have to look at the fact that the intelligence shows that these NGOs were either employing people who are connected with these terrorist organizations, supportive of these terrorist organizations, and so forth, and not real operating NGOs. I mean, any NGO that operates, at least in the part of Gaza that's still controlled by Hamas, is subject to Hamas. So I don't see the United Nations as a neutral body in this particular conflict.
All right, sure. And what do you think of the Gaza ceasefire? Zelensky and Trump have met recently. Is there any progress likely, in your opinion, in that direction?
Hamas has no interest in disarming, and there's nobody who's willing to go in there and be part of an international military body to disarm Hamas, which, if that were to happen, would put it into combat I mean, the only people who are willing to do that are the IDF, and it defeats the purpose of having this ceasefire, which is turning into a farce.
All right, yeah. Sure. Thanks then, John, for joining me.